Hello everyone, it's Sharon from Sharon at Sea Travel, and we are here on Quantum of the Seas. It is day 5 of our cruise, and I'm going to take you on a cabin tour of our interior virtual balconies. We have on deck 11, cabin 211, and we also have cabin 209 next door. So let's head inside and take a look. This cabin is for 4 people, and our cabin next door accommodates 2 people. So first up, let's take a look. Let's go back here by the door. So on the back of the door, there's always this safety area. So it tells you what to do in the case of an emergency, shows you where to find your life jackets and your muster station. You have a little peek hole so you can see who's out there. Also, I love that they have these little magnets right here, and that you can put that on the back, on the front of your door to let them know if you do not want to be disturbed. We have a thermostat over here. It's very simple, basic, up and down. The room's been very cold in here. It definitely works very well. We have the little thing. Royal Caribbean puts their own little card in here for you, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about sticking a card in there to keep the lights and everything on. We got the light switch right there. And we'll show you this in a minute, but over here is where our connecting door is to our next cabin. We have a nice full-length mirror here. Now, when the doors are open, it does block your full-length mirror, but you can pull it back and use it. So that's nice. So now let's start with the bathroom since it's right here. Let's head on inside here and let me show you what we have. So let's start with the shower. So one great thing, if you have a family of 3 or 4 and you're in cabin, you have 2 little caddies. So that's nice because it gives you a lot more area to put your belongings here. If you do have a cabin for 2, there's only 1 of these, like our cabin next door will show you. Now they have a hook here, which is nice to hang some of your wet belongings. That's kind of in lieu of the clothesline that you see on some cruise ships. So this works out nice as well. You do have, this is hair and body wash combination. There's no conditioner, so you may want to bring your own. Love that there's a little footstool up here. For our ladies, you want to shave your legs, it's kind of helpful. And the adjustable shower head here. But I love the glass doors too, instead of the curtain. But it's quite roomy, I feel like. And this bathroom in general, I feel like it's a little more roomy, or maybe it's just the way it's set up, than some of the other cruise ship bathrooms that I've been in. So we have 3 shelves up here. A nice long countertop. They just have some towels here right now. We have a nice sink. There's towel bars. We have, if you can see this back here, there's another hook right here for towels. There's a couple hooks on the door. We have our clothes hanging on there right now. But this is the lived-in looked. And I feel like it's quite roomy. Now let's head out of the bathroom. Now let's take a look at the first closet right here. And this is the larger closet of the room. There's lots of storage in this room. So let's start with here. You have quite a long, nice, large closet. There are 2 bars which you can use. We only use the top bar, but we put our laundry baskets down here. They're kind of full. Like I said, it's day 5 of our cruise. So we have just storage down there. We put our son's packing cubes in here like this. I do have some some trash bags, right here. I kind of just lined these with some bags that we had because I kind of like to do that in some of the cupboards. It kind of just, I don't know, I'm kind of a clean freak like that. So I kind of use those to line the cupboards and the shelves and things. And then I use them to pack up our dirty laundry when we head home. So that's just a Sharon thing. Anyways, so now we have the beds split into 2 beds here because the boys are sharing this room. And we have 2 little night tables on each side with shelves. Now on this side, over on this bed, there's a plug, just a regular standard plug back here, and a light switch for the room. And there's also a little switch on these lights that are on the side of the bed. On the other side of the bed, we have the phone. There is no plug over there, but there is a phone. Then up above, like I said, more storage. Love it, Royal. So this side, they have some of their the pillows from the sofa and some extra sheets in there, actually. But this one is all empty, and we have some things stored in there as well. So it's a great place, yeah, to store your laptop, some backpacks, other things that are a little bulkier. Right across from the bed, we have this beautiful big TV. There's a little storage under it as well, which is nice if you have any books or little things you want to put in there. And this is a cool feature. The TV actually turns. So if someone on the sofa's wanting to, or the bed's over there wanting to watch TV, they can see the TV. So that's kind of nice. Then on this side of the bed is more storage, another closet. And there's a small area to hang some clothes here, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves, plus the little in-room safe, which it's not big enough for a laptop. You might be able to fit a small iPad in there. Your phones, passports, things like that will definitely fit in there. But like I said, you got 4 roomy shelves. And under the shelves, there are 2 drawers, which actually we haven't even needed to use. So great storage. And while we're right here, let me show you over the sofa here, there's 2 more of these. So a lot more storage up here, which is great. Actually, while we're here, let me just show you how the sofa sets up into a bed for 2. So it will make into a single sofa. If you have a cabin for 3, this cabin accommodates 4. So it makes into a double sofa. It pulls out a double sofa bed, and they just put the sheet on it. They give you the big comforters. And this worked out great for our grandsons because, you know, they're kids. So it was a great spot for them to sleep. Now over here at the little desk area, they have a nice little chair. Lots of actually plugs. We could have probably got by with not even bringing an extra adapter, but we purchased this a while back just mainly for Royal Cruises because they recently stopped letting you bring on any adapters that had like a standard plug on it. They can only have USB or USB-Cs. So we purchased this, and this has been a great little buy. This one's in our Amazon store if anyone's interested. So there are 2 standard plugs, a couple USBs, and a European plug. There's the light for the mirror up here. Lots of little cubbies, shelves, plenty of space. And this is something I love about Royal that has been on every Royal ship we've been on so far. And I've never seen it on other ships. And that's having a whole little dresser area here. So you have all these little dresser drawers. There's 4 drawers down here. This one is a drawer that has, this one has the hairdryer in. And then down here is your little mini fridge cooler. So I love this. I mean, there's so much storage for families on the Royal ships. Now, there's a top here. You have another lamp, so more lighting. You have a little tea kettle, which is pretty cool. They have tea, usually some tea bags in here, instant coffee and things like that. So that's great if you don't want to go out in the morning or order room service. You can have a little tea. And we actually ordered a little bottled water before the cruise because we didn't purchase it during package. So this is how they come. We ordered a 12-pack, so we got 12 of these water. So they're quite large, so they've been great. Now the only downside is it is a little bit of a tight area here getting through. So if you want to sit at the desk, you know, it can be a little tight with the bed pulled out like this. Luckily, we haven't had to go through here too much. The boys are sharing the bed, and they have their things in this dresser, so it hasn't been too bad for us. But I can see if they're bigger kids or a larger family, possibly. But now, let's look at what this whole room is focused on, and that is the virtual balcony. Now, this is the first time we've ever had a virtual balcony, so we were kind of interested to check it out and see what it really was. So here it is, and this is supposedly what is going on outside wherever the camera is on the ship showing this view right now. I believe it does show an accurate view. It just depends on, you know, where the camera is showing, because this picture does show what's going on outside, although the clarity of the picture sometimes is better than others. Right now it's pretty decent outside. You can see the blue ocean. And at night, it's kind of funny because it looks all black, and then this black bar right here kind of lights up like it's lit up at night. So it's been pretty cool. Now, would I get this kind of room again? I would, but it wouldn't be, it might not be my first choice, but I thought it was pretty cool to try anyways. Now it is just kind of like a TV screen. It does say Sharp right here. That is the brand. It's like an LED, I believe, screen. And once in a while it will glitch out too. Like there's been a few times it kind of glitched out and it just all turned green for a while and kind of pixelated and then came back to the picture. So, hey, it's not perfect, but it does what it's supposed to do, and it's been fun having the virtual balcony. We put some magnets up here. Make sure you bring your magnets. The walls are magnetic here to hang some of your things on, but we brought our magnets. They're heavy duty. Make sure you get at least 100-pound magnets or they will not hold hoodies. They'll just slide down. But the walls are magnetic. Now, let's head on into the other room, our connecting cabin, which is another interior virtual balcony, and this one accommodates 2 people. And here we are in cabin 209. At a quick glance, you can see how the room is similar, but a little bit different. So we have the sofa on this side of the cabin where you first come in. This one does not make into a bed, since this cabin is technically for 2 guests. And another difference is there's no storage above the sofa like in the other cabin. There's 2 sets of overhead storage. This one only has it over the bed, over there. No storage here. Closets are the same. Same large closet. Same smaller closet with 2 drawers. Down here, as far as this is the little desk area and the dresser. That is all the same. Same plugs, same mini fridge. All of that is the same. Now let's take a quick peek at the bathroom. And the bathroom is exactly the same as well. The only difference is there's only 1 shower caddy, like I mentioned, since it's a cabin for 2. Everything else is the same, just a mirror image of the cabin next door. And over here, we have the 2 beds separated as well. I'm sharing this cabin actually with my granddaughter. They have not made up our room yet. Now, first off, the funny thing is, even though we have connecting cabins, we have 2 different cabin stewards. So they have one and their room is getting made up during the day. When they got to us, she said she only had nighttime left. So ours is getting made up in the evening. So theirs has already been cleaned for the day. Ours has not. So this is a true lived-in look over here on ours. But we have the beds here. Same little night tables, one in the middle, one to the side. There's a plug back here. We have lights on both sides of the beds. And up above, there is storage, which actually we haven't needed to use, but lots of storage. A nice TV. Our TV will angle over to the sofa as well if need be. And our virtual balcony. And we have the same picture on it right now as the cabin next door. So that's pretty cool. And we had a nice monkey made for us last night. Our cabin steward made us a monkey, so that's pretty cool. So basically, that's it. Although it did take a little while for us to get this door open. When we first got here, it was locked. You know, they're shut and they have a lock on them with a key here. Because a lot of times people don't know each other that share these cabins. You might book a cabin that's connecting and it's not to someone you know. So they always keep them locked. So when you arrive in your cabin, you have to have the cabin steward, you have to let them know. They have to call their boss, their manager, and they come and unlock the doors. The only thing is when you get to your cabins about 1 to 1:30, most of the cabin stewards aren't anywhere around. It's like they've finished up their work, got the cabins ready. They take a break usually till later. So sometimes you don't see them for a little while. So that's the only thing is sometimes it takes a little while to get this door unlocked for you. But it is a great option for families because you can come back and forth. It gives you access to 2 bathrooms, which is really nice. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this tour of our connecting interior virtual balconies. And remember, if you need help booking your next Royal Caribbean cruise, or any cruise for that matter, please contact me, Sharon, at sharonatsea@gmail.com. I would love to help you book your next cruise adventure. Thanks for watching. travel safe, travel smart, and we'll see you in the next video.